Hey all, welcome back to the Simpsons Hit and Run. We're not continuing the story because we have a filler part to do.
Yay.
So, yeah, Legon is joining me for this part. We already did
I'm enthused.
So yeah, we already did the missions, but we have some stuff to collect, like the clothes and stuff like that. So yeah, we're gonna start once again from the first mission onwards. So, Legon, yeah, tell us your stories, because you have some things to tell us.
These are the things that make me hate people.
Go ahead.
Okay, since we got really nothing else better to do, I got a couple things that happened at work. Both before and after I got back from being sick. First thing I got here, since I actually decided to write them down, make sure to be an actual functional human being. First one is, actually not even a story from me, it's from a former coworker who got fired recently. Basically, essentially what it is was something from back during Christmas. Our door basically had a problem in the cold weather where it wouldn't close fully, so the former coworker's husband, who was a sort of mechanic, decided, was essentially all but contracted to fix the door, and he did that, and he was doing that. He went to go fix the door, and it was almost done. He went back to his home, which was very close to the store, I should mention. And then there was a customer that came in who was just the rudest person possible. It's like, I want this thing, I want that thing, I want this other thing, and then, you aren't giving it to me. You don't even know what you're doing here, he says to the person who's worked there for 5 years.
Right?
Yeah. Oh, and that's just the first half.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, it gets better than that. Because later on, she eventually gets him his sandwich after 10 or so minutes of arguing. Basically, okay, let me find that. Eventually, he got his food, sat down, and ate it, and then he pulled out a gallon of orange juice from somewhere.
What?
1 hour later, the guy who was working on the door comes back with the tools and works on the door, and then when he's almost done with it, the grouchy guy's like,
Oh god.
you do know that there are people here like It's just, ugh. Imagine that, but an actual conversation from an from like someone in their 30s, yelling at someone who's trying to fix a door, who is literally just minding their own business. And then the guy who's working on the door just left after a while. And then the customer, was groaning and moaning and complaining to the employee. It's like, I'm going to call the cops on you. It's like, you do that. And then he actually did that.
Damn it.
And then he ended up continuing to harass the not the person working on the door, and then he left, and then he started harassing my former coworker again. I'm getting lost. So he started harassing the former coworker, saying he'll call the cops, and ended up calling the cops. The guy left, so he started harassing the employee at the Subway, and then she basically told him, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave because you're causing a disturbance. And he actually left. He didn't even wait for the cops to show up.
Oh my fucking god.
Yeah. And then the cops showed up and was like, I don't even remember where he went.
Damn it. Okay, so I'm gonna take attention a little bit to show this gag.
It was ridiculous.
If I remember correctly, this actually was shown during one of the episodes. It's kind. I don't remember where in the Simpsons that was shown, but yeah.
I don't know. I have never cared for The Simpsons whatsoever. I am just here out of obligation for the contract.
Let's roll.
What contract?
Exactly.
I asked you nicely, by the way, if you wanted to be here, and you accepted. So don't fucking tell me that you're you're contractually obligated to do this.
It was a verbal contract.
Don't.
Watch it, buddy.
No.
Nothing lasts forever.
So yeah, this is far more casual than before. I'm not doing any missions or something like that. Just crashing my way through the whole
You are
thing.
breaking the law very casually.
Yeah.
Just an average day here in Simpson Land.
Springfield.
Oh, come on.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Do you do better?
Simpson Land sounds better.
Grab. I think, yeah, I'm gonna buy some cars as soon as I stop being chased around. Wow, I destroyed a fucking cop car.
It's amazing how the cop car crashing into you causes the cop car to explode, not the other way around.
It was kind of damaged though, so that's why.
But just think about that. A cop car crashes into another car. Which car would you expect to explode? The other car, not the cop car.
Both.
If either
Honestly,
of them explode.
Honestly, both. Yeah. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Yeah, I had the same question. Another one? There we go. Oh, yeah, there's a gag over here that needs to be done, so I'm gonna do that real quick.
In the meantime, how about that Sonic movie?
I liked it. It was really good.
Yeah, it's alright. It's not horrible, but it's it could have been way better than it was. I don't know.
I honestly think that it was really. I honestly think that it was good. Not like
For the
not very,
circumstances
not
it was
very
in,
good or not very
as
good
good
or
as
amazing.
it
Yeah,
could
yeah. Like I expected mediocre, but no, it actually had some really good heartfelt moments, and you know, it also had a really good concept for Sonic. You know, with him being like they even gave a better use to the power rings.
I think the best part of it was the ending of the entire thing, because like that's really when everything comes together. But besides that, I think that just the whole entire movie is kind of mediocre. Like most of the movie is fairly mediocre, but once you just sit back and relax, it's a lot easier to get into. It's like just relax and enjoy. We'll take you for a ride. Marvel 2 for Evo.
You mean I gotta get more?
It's still weird.
I mean, I like the movie, but by its own merit, like on my own, because I wasn't thinking of something that sticks to the video games.
No, I mean the movie on its own is fine. It's just in terms of a movie in and of itself, I just find it kind of mediocre. Except for the ending again, which I think is the best part of it. It's like it really shows the insanity of Dr. Robotnik and just
and
Sonic
let me say that Jim Carrey, holy fuck. I've never seen anyone enjoy the role so much as Jim Carrey. Like, he really got into the role, and
he enjoyed it, but at the same time, I think that there were some moments that were just not written all that well. Like, he performed them well. I'm not gonna say he did a bad performance at all, but it's just when you're given a bad script, there's only so much you can do.
Yeah.
You just gotta help old Gil out.
So I'm getting a few of the
Gil's door.
vehicles that we can actually get. The surveillance van, the Dove truck. I'm gonna stay with the family sedan though.
I'll pay you in back rubs.
Anyways, back to the Sonic movie. I
Chest
still
pain.
think that it was
Having chest pain.
that it was still a solid movie by itself. Like I like the whole concept of the road trip was actually pretty good. The problem is the pacing. Like
Yeah.
my god, this movie is paced way too fucking quickly for its own good. Like
I think it's more that the movie just has a problem of stop and go more than anything else.
why don't you explain
It
that?
just
Because
Oh, it's kind of just like you have. Oh, hey, here we're gonna have this slow, sad scene of all this other stuff, and it's like, oh, super fast, jokes, and there's all this other stuff. It's like the opening of the movie suffers from a fast pacing, while the rest of the movie just goes at a casual pace, and then there are just a bunch of moments that are way too fast for what they should be. It's like some of them make sense, like the big bar scene, but the other scenes, it's like jumping right from, oh no, giant catastrophe with Owl Woman, to I'm sitting on the side of the road. It's not a good shift.
in my case, I just thought that it was pretty much way too fast. Like all of a sudden, like there were moments where things were slow. In my case, I honestly thought that there was too much, action, or where you're expected to you're not allowed to digest like the moments where Sonic talks about his home, or when the Tom reveals that he wants to move out, and Sonic is like, "Oh my God, you're the worst person on the planet because of that." They never really explore that angle really well.
Yeah, that one especially just comes out of nowhere. It feels like the whole, oh, I don't like you, friend. I'm going to split up. I'm going to split up with you, but we know we're gonna meet back up at the end of the movie anyway, and I hate that trope.
Yeah, and the real odd thing is that they never really went anywhere with it. Like they literally
it just sort of happened.
Yeah, they didn't even have the breakup. Sonic was just minorly inconvenienced by it, which I don't know exactly.
How dare you say mean things? Now I'm gonna go beat up a robot.
Yeah, exactly. Like we're trying not to spoil because the movie's fairly new, but yeah, the pacing is definitely an issue. It was over before before anything could happen.
That's honestly why I think a second viewing is better for the movie. It's like it lets you absorb it a lot more easily than just in one sitting would do.
Like and also the beginning portion is kind of.
It's like 2 minutes in total.
I liked it, but they introduced this character. I think it's fine to spoil the beginning, but they introduced this character. Yeah. What was her name?
I want to say Hufflepuff, but I think it's actually something
Claude. That's what I remember.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all I remember from that too.
Yeah. So yeah. They introduced this character. They do, and she literally shows to get killed off, and I'm like, wait, why did they do that?
Because quick feels. Trademark.
That really doesn't work. I don't know why they expect that to work.
Quick feels trademark never works, but people still use it anyway.
Yeah, it's very odd too. Like it came out from the character came out of nowhere and then disappeared, and they expect us to feel sympathetic for Sonic. I mean, I feel sympathetic for Sonic, but not because of the fact that he lost their.
Oh no, he's stranded in an unfamiliar world.
Exactly.
What about this owl lady?
Yeah, exactly. I'm feeling more sympathetic because Sonic is lost. Not so much because of the owl lady.
Yeah.
It sounds cold, but
they
Well,
really
almost.
do nothing with the character. It's like
Exactly.
Sonic's literal summarization is the most interesting thing about the owl character. It's like Obi-Wan Kenobi, except if you ate rats.
That doesn't tell me much. And speaking of that,
Exactly.
And speaking of that, I liked some of the references and jokes, but some of the other ones date the movie really hard, like really fucking hard. Like Sonic flossing.
Twice.
Yeah. When I saw that, I didn't cringe or do something stupid like that, you know. Like, a lot of people like, say that they cringe when they saw that happen, and I'm like, dude, it's not that big of a deal, come on. No, I just thought that the movie was dated immediately because he did that, you know? I was like, this will not age
Yeah.
well. But some of the other jokes were actually pretty well written, and like I said before, I liked Eggman's descent into madness. It's actually pretty hilarious by itself. The way he's introduced too is also pretty well done.
I like his introduction, but the constant way he talks down to literally everyone in the entire movie, aside from Tom, isn't endearing. It's just annoying.
I thought the opposite. I thought that that's basically his character. I mean, he pretty much mentions that he relies more on his inventions rather than on everybody else. So a fitting character archetype will be that, you know?
Yeah, I'm fine with it in the long run but I'd be more fine with it after his whole descent into madness, after
Oh, shut up.
spoiler events.
God damn it!
Because, yeah, spoiler warning, Sonic wins at the end, but how he wins I'm not gonna say. Because, you know, it's a kid's film, you gotta have that happy ending.
I mean, would it really be obvious? Like, will it really be obvious if we said that he won by the power of bullshit? Because that's pretty much what it is.
Yeah.
Like, we're not
it's
gonna...
the power of friendship.
Yeah, which is...
Just like Persona 5
which is
Persona
basically
4.
Which is basically the power of bullshit, and you know that.
I have the power of anime on my side.
Okay, fine. I'm not gonna say exactly how he wins, or you know.
It's stupid.
Yeah, it's stupid and contrived, and you know, yeah, like how do you expect? Like seriously, did you expect it to sing that praise?
I mean, it's fine. It's comfort food, I guess. It's like eating a cookie that's been sitting out for a day.
I'm glad that you didn't
Yeah.
make a comment about how I got hit by a bus and I just kept
I'm
standing
kind of
there.
not paying attention because it's filler. I don't care. I'm also playing Final Fantasy XIV.
Oh, I swallowed my gum. Bart did it. Lousy, rotten, karmic
Damn it.
retribution. I blame society.
So yeah, overall I thought the movie was good despite its, you know, shortcomings. I didn't expect it to be an award-winning fucking super movie, much like people were. Like seriously, why did people think that this was going to be an epic supersonic adventure? I don't understand that.
I think just one thing that I can sympathize with people expecting more of is Sonic in his own homeworld.
Oh yeah.
It's like I understand their sympathy. I sympathize, but everyone else is like, "Oh, this is gonna be the best movie in the entire decade." Yeah. You have no argument.
Well, the box office records were really good.
Yeah, the box office records are good, but it's not gonna be the next Hamlet.
Oh no, I don't think so either. But you know, it still holds on its own, you know. And I think that's the best way to describe it. It holds on its own.
Yeah, it's like a well-baked cookie, but it's just been left out for a day.
I mean, I just don't understand, you know, why people hate it. Like, it's not exactly a movie you can hate.
I mean, it's easy to criticize at the very least, but at the end of the day, a lot of Sonic stuff is.
I mean, it's
like,
easy to...
I love the handheld Sonic games, specifically the DS and 3DS Sonic games, except for Lost World. Lost World just sucks no matter what. But there are a lot of things that you can criticize with those games, I will very readily admit. Like, I'm not gonna hide this, like, oh yeah, there's bad... I'm not gonna hide that there's bad parts to things I like. Because when I know that there's bad parts, I can try and alleviate them and see what would fix those. And just see those other kind of angles from there.
I have the same mentality, like, just because I like something doesn't mean that it's full of... that it's free of defects, you know? Au contrary, actually, it's like, it's something that... those aspects can be worked on and made better. But like I said,
like actually, an example is Epic Mickey. Like, the developer himself, back when Epic Mickey 1 was considered semi-financial failure, it's like, well, screw the people who didn't like the game and the camera and complain and all that, even though he actually went back and fixed the things that they complained about in the sequel.
I can tell that you watched the What Happened episode.
No, it's called doing research.
You're not fooling me. That's the What Happened episode. Like, I know that because I'm a fucking journalist, but I'm pretty sure that you... like, I'm pretty sure you didn't have any fucking idea who Warren Spector was. So fuck off.
Considering my generation, you have a point.
Yeah.
But that's my generation, not me.
Oh, by the way, speaking of... in case anybody doesn't know, I'm actually older than Legon, despite the fact that he sounds like the contrary. Yeah.
I may have the oldest sounding voice here. But no, that's just an impression.
Yeah, I don't think that is an impression, but you know what? Knock yourself out.
I can do a lot of voices. Like so.
You should do voice work. What?
I mean, if I want. I mean, I don't know.
Ah!
Maybe.
What the fuck has happened?
Should really do some car work there, Yule.
What the fuck? What the fuck happened? I have never seen that shit.
That's what filler parts are for, to expose the glitches that you never otherwise would have seen.
Yeah, but but it's supposed to be intentional too.
Not all the time. That's why the infamous filler parts were so fantastic. And just the entire Let's Play in general, because of how much of a glitch fest it was.
Anyways, this is an area that you're not meant to access. This is basically Mr. Burns' mansion. And yes, those are human chess pieces. He literally pays people to stand.
It's like Harry Potter Book 1.
Pieces. Oh my god, I just remembered that bullshit. That was from Philosopher's Stone, right?
Run again.
The
Sorcerer's Stone is year 1, yeah.
Yeah, I remember playing the game on the first PlayStation. The chess piece thing was actually one of the hardest bosses in the game. Well, at least for my fucking 12-year-old self.
I just read the books.
The games are pretty good. Don't listen to what Icarus said. They're good. Fuck Icarus, okay? Just fuck him.
I mean, if they're good, they're good.
Yeah, they're good.
Ouch! My bikini zone's chafing.
Like, they could have said that they're bad, but no, they're good.
Chest pain.
They're for a specific audience, I think, is a better summarization from what very little I know.
And the police can follow you here for some reason. That like.
Police, stop playing the game of chess.
No, because they're actual people. This counts towards your.
You're under arrest for illegal chess playing.
Yeah, because they count as people that you're kicking. They count towards your hit and run meter, but for some reason the police
they count
don't
towards
reach
your
here.
wanted gauge from Grand Theft Auto.
Never. Run.
I suppose. I suppose, yeah, because it counts as hitting people, but like here, I
But
basically
it's not in the car, so therefore it's not a hit and run.
I love this truck. It's fast and it's fucking resilient. See? Like that. Or like that.
I hated going to school.
Oh, you're gonna enjoy it far less when I'm done with you. Super genocide mode activated, let's go! I think I destroyed 2 cars from that fucking blow. Anyways, what else was I going to say about the Sonic movie? Because we went off track, holy shit! Fuck!
I mean, what more can we really say about it without actually leaning into spoiler territory?
I mean... So you want to lean into spoiler territory?
I mean, I guess we can. We can put up like a time cards, like, hey, go to this point if you don't want to get spoiled for the 2 things to be spoiled by in the Sonic movie.
Alright, Legon, you're editing this, so go to this point in the video if you don't want to be spoiled by the Sonic movie, and let's go.
So what did you think about the Tails reveal?
They knew that they were going to have a sequel. They knew how well this movie was going to do.
The fix.
They knew that they were going to have a sequel, and you know what? I'm actually happy for that, because that means that they will actually develop these elements that they didn't work at.
Yeah, basically, yeah, I'm just glad they can basically develop more Sonic characters, because really all we got from this was Sonic and the humans.
And
that's
yeah, that.
kind of cool.
And yeah, I'm not against Sonic and the humans thing, but at the same time, they should have developed the world.
You
that
gotta
Sonic
have
was
the
coming
Sonic
from.
characters before you can have the not Sonic characters. Other than that, though.
Again,
Oh.
I did think that the Sonic reveal was actually really. I mean, the Tails reveal was actually really good. Like I said, it will let people who work on the Sonic film to actually focus on the stuff that worked from Sonic, you know?
Yeah.
I'm missing a card, I think. Yeah, I'm missing 1 card, but I don't...
Ha ha ha, reconnaissance.
Do you think Eggman will come back?
He said he'll be back by Christmas.
Yeah, but it's kind of, you know.
Yeah, I know he's stranded in Mushroom Hill. but
Yeah,
never
that's
stopped him before.
yeah, that's what I kept saying. And by the way, the credits are also pretty amazing. Like, I was just enjoying the nostalgia bombs that came as throwing, and
I could not enjoy Nostalgia Bomb because I had no nostalgia for that. It's like it was trying to nostalgia trip me for the entire movie with Genesis graphics, and it's like it's not working.
fuck off, fuck off. There was Sonic Mania music at the intro.
For a whole of 30 or so seconds.
So what? That was also really good in nostalgia pandering. Fuck off.
I mean, I can be coming at this better as a critic because I don't have the nostalgia classes.
Okay, fine.
But at the same time, I think that's like, it was good. It was creative, at the very least.
I was at the theater.
They knew who they were making it for.
I no joke. I was at the theater and I was like, oh my god! People had to eventually tell me to shut the fuck up because I was making too much noise about talking about how much I know about the Sonic video games. I'm a fucking Sonic maniac. What can I say?
You know, the funny thing is, I've heard a lot of people online actually say that, like, hey, if you're a hardcore Sonic fan, if you've been through the entire thing, you'll catch a lot of the references in the games, in the movie about the games. It's like the only one I've seen in the entire thing was Green Hills and the Mania music in the beginning. Like, what references are you talking about outside the credits?
What about the Mushroom Hill?
That was already something in the trailers. I'm also not counting things that were already in the trailers.
Well, I've never.
That's a legitimate question.
I've never seen the trailer, so I can't tell you what. I can't tell you what I don't know, sadly. So.
I mean, the trailer does show basically classic design Jim Carrey Robotnik in Mushroom Hill.
Oh, okay. So they basically
as like
show
a
the
1-2 second teaser frame.
So they show this credit scene as a teaser? What?
Not the credit, not the mid-credit scene, but the one before the credits.
All right. I collected all of the cards, so it's time to show off what else this Now that I have collected all the cards, it's time to show everyone what that rewards. So yeah, we're gonna quit to the main menu. And basically, when you collect the cards, you get access to a bonus game.
And I think we can also stop talking about spoilers for the Sonic movie now, editing me.
Yeah. So basically...
Thanks, pass me.
So basically, this minigame allows you to basically play against other players.
Oh, so it's 2-player mode.
It has 4-player mode actually. You can connect different joysticks and such, but you can also play against computer players.
Why don't you go ahead and show that off then? Oh, you are showing it off.
Yeah.
So, okay. So this looks like a racing. It's a Simpsons cart.
Yeah.
And of course, me being someone who never cared about Simpsons won't get any references.
Well, there's no references here. Just, you know, race and fucking block everyone's path. This is basically like Micro Machines. And yeah, that's the best way I can describe it. You can also change the camera angle so that
it looks like one of the Mario Party minigames I used to play on DS.
The music is also really good as well. I love these tracks. Ugh.
It's amazing how your trunk is smoking. Your almost empty trunk.
It's not a truck that's smoking, but okay. Oh shit. I think I'm
It's
going
what
to
it looks like.
No, it's the front of a car that's smoking. Ah. Final
The
lap.
cartoony cell shading-esque effects still make it look like it's the back of the car that's smoking.
Oh! I am about to explode, and that's bad. Ah, crap. Oh, I exploded. Great. Yeah. I'm gonna show off the other trucks in other filler parts, but yeah, that's basically one of the rewards that you get. As far as I remember, you also get rewards for beating the Wasp cameras, but I've never really found all of them. And it's 20 per zone, which is kind of a tedium to find. But yeah, I guess that's it for this filler part, everybody. Thank you so much for watching this, and we'll see you.
I hope you enjoyed the talks about the Sonic movie, because that's most of what we talked about here.
And yeah, we'll see you in the next Simpsons hit and run part.